We're going to ruffle some feathers today with this one because we've got undeniable proof that immigration has ruined the American trucking industry. You're not going to believe these numbers. Check it out.
Folks, Sheriff Kozak here at one of our hard-working ports of entry here in Wyoming to tell you about Operation Safe Haul, which removed unqualified, unsafe, and undocumented commercial drivers from Laramie County roadways. In fact, we targeted drivers who used county roads to avoid ports such as this one here behind me. 40 criminal aliens were arrested and are awaiting deportation. The Laramie County Sheriff's Office partnered with the Wyoming Highway Patrol and the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement for this 3-day operation. We conducted 195 traffic stops, and Highway Patrol completed 133 commercial vehicle inspections, resulting in 44 trucks and 38 drivers being placed out of service. Our focus was to apprehend undocumented drivers, which tarnished the good reputation of professional commercial drivers who keep America moving. As a result of Operation Safe Haul, 40 criminal aliens are in custody and awaiting ICE removal. One had been convicted of a sexual assault and had been previously deported twice. Another had a DUI conviction and larceny convictions and been deported previously 5 times. This collaborative effort underscores our dedication to protecting the motoring public and supporting lawful commerce. So I want to thank those truck drivers who do it the right way.
You got that right because that is insane. I've been telling people this is how they get around it. They take the back roads, they avoid the way stations, they avoid anywhere possible that they can potentially get a on the road inspection or side of the road inspection. People are like, how are they getting money and able to take these ridiculously low rates? This is why they're avoiding all the inspections. They're running old trucks with 16 tires instead of 18. Air brakes probably aren't working. It's all kind of stuff going on, man. And I see it out there in the streets every day. It's truly disgusting. Now, it's crazy. There's about 3.5 million truck drivers in the United States. Now, check this. In 2021, the number basically doubled, 100% increase of immigrant truck drivers from the year 2000 to the year 2021, which is a decent time period, but that still is crazy. And in 2021, they're saying that the amount of immigrant truck drivers was about 720,000 truck drivers, which, if you were to use today's numbers, that would be 20%. But that's only counting the legal truck drivers. What about the ones that are doing things illegally? The numbers are staggering. We have at least 200,000 out of California alone. Now, also, we don't know how they're tracking these people and how they're actually coming up with their numbers. It is very possible that truck drivers that are getting their licenses out of California and some of these other blue states are going to show up as an American truck driver because they come here illegally, places like California, give them a US ID, and then they register their CDL with that ID, probably comes up as a US citizen. I wouldn't be surprised at all. These are the guys that are taking the ridiculously low rates. Now, you got to see what Chief Bavino has to say because he's going to confirm these numbers with you. Check it out.
See you later.
Now, I first have to say I love your work on X. I follow you daily, and I love when you just give it right back to those folks that put out misinformation. You do it expertly, so thank you for that. I also want to talk to you about a surge in car accidents caused by truck driving illegal aliens. Secretary Duffy says almost 200,000 commercial driver's licenses have been illegally issued, and now it's being reported that Border Patrol is monitoring U.S. drivers and detaining those with suspicious travel patterns.
Look, if that's 200,000 coming out of California, in 2021 we had an estimated number of 720,000. That's almost a million immigrant drivers right there. And don't forget about the border crisis. Like, are you kidding me? From after 2021 all the way up until Trump got into office, there could have easily been another million people on the road. Like, the numbers could be staggering. So even if it was 1.5 million total immigrant truck drivers, that only leaves 2 million American truck drivers. I think that's a big problem. That's dominating the industry and not in a good way.
Commander Bovino, can you confirm this reporting, and what else can you tell us about the effort to get some of these illegal alien truck drivers off our roads?
Sure. These truck drivers, I'll tell you, it's very interesting. I've got a lot of friends that have commercial driver's licenses. That is a very difficult exam. The training there for a commercial driver's license is very difficult for American citizens who speak English. How exactly, in many of these states, California especially, are these truck drivers passing an exam, a very difficult exam, when they can't even speak English? So I think that's problem number one. Is let's take a look at how they're actually being issued those driver's licenses. I've not received a good answer from that on any of those states yet. I think that that bears a little more investigation. As far as the truck drivers, Border Patrol, ICE, and again, those allied law enforcement agencies, we're doing everything we can to take these illegal alien truck drivers off the streets before they kill more American citizens. We just got a couple of more there at one of the Border Patrol checkpoints in Southern California, and I know our ICE operatives there are also doing the same thing. So we're going really hard to identify these truck drivers and take them off the street.
I mean, they are trying. Now, this is crazy because the officer in Wyoming said that 40 out of 133 stopped truck drivers were illegally in the country and illegally operating a semi truck. Do you realize how crazy that is? And it goes hand in hand with the numbers that I was just saying. Basically, 1 out of every 3 truck drivers should be here illegally and have a fake bogus CDL through a bogus CDL school. This is crazy. Sean Duffy has to check every single CDL school in America. There needs to be a crackdown. And I don't think there should be, I hate to say this, but it's true. I mean, we've gotten to a point to where we're most likely only going to be able to have American truck driving schools owned and operated by Americans. There's going to have to be proof because the trust is just going out of the window at this point. We're being taken advantage of, and the trucking industry is being destroyed. You used to be able to take care of your whole family. Your wife wouldn't have to work. The trucking industry used to be amazing. We need to get that back. Imagine what it would be like if they got at least the illegal truck drivers off of the road. That could be 10 to 15% of all truck drivers. That could be an astronomically high number, which would help the rates, which would bring a lot of work back, which would bring, supply and demand for truck drivers, American ones. This can be fixed. It can be fixed. But Sean Duffy, President Trump, Chief Bovino, they're going to have to lay the hammer down. Pause. They're going to have to get it done, man, and take this absolutely serious. Because if you want to bring the golden age back to America, you got to fix the trucking industry. You have to fix the trucking industry. Trucking, healthcare, the real basic things. You got to keep stuff moving around. You got to keep people healthy. Tackle those, please. We need our industries back. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.